I just left the final planning meeting for our mission. Now that I have all the information I need, I can finish setting up the day one of the MLB playoff series. Through my mission details, I can view the mission members I've already added, the teams that I've created, along with the mission map. But I still need to add one more mission report for any medical incidents that responders come across. It looks like this report isn't one that I have a template for, but that's okay. I can create a new one. I can enter my title of a medical incident report, a description where responders will briefly and concisely describe any incidents that occur. And now I can start adding my fields. I'll add a single line text field for the medical incident title, a multi-line text field to describe the medical incident, and a date and time field so I know exactly when the incident happened. I'm going to add a tag and share this to my organization so it can be leveraged in a later mission. Now that my report is created, the only thing that's left for me to do is create a dashboard. I can simply do that by adding a title, some tags to make it searchable, and a summary so people know what this is about. And now I'll wait until it's time to start the mission. The mission has started, and even though the game itself hasn't started, our teams have been active for a while. Our VIP is en route, and he will throw the first pitch. Let's see how the mission is going so far. I can use the Lock-On Member tool to track the VIP team's movement without manually moving the map. This allows me to simultaneously keep monitoring the rest of the mission. It looks like the travel team changed direction, so I'm going to ask them why.
I received a message from my manager asking why we deviated from the route. At this point, it's probably best to give her a quick response in the chat to update her on the situation. I'll let her know that there was an accident and that we found another route that we're going to take.
So it looks like there's a car accident and they're taking an alternate route, but I'm going to need to monitor their progress.
Although I already told my manager about the accident, I want to make sure I capture any issues that happened in the mission with an incident report. I want to make sure to include any details, like the time it occurred, any details about the incident, if it required police involvement, and photos, since I was able to take some.
Alright, it looks like they're back on track. I'm going to keep monitoring the mission to ensure the VIP arrives safely. Let's make sure the rest of the mission is going well.
As part of the medical team, I've been assigned to the main gate. A while ago, I was approached by a lost child. I want to get her back to her parents, but I need to let my manager know because I can't leave my post without permission.
It looks like there's a lost child at the main gate. Let's chat to ask where her parents are.
While checking to make sure she didn't require medical attention, I found some personal items on her, including a ticket stub.
It looks like she does know where her parents are. So now I'm going to locate the closest medical responder to the gate other than Marcell. I'll set my starting point and my range. So besides Marcell, it looks like Ben is the closest responder. I'll send him a message to let him know that he needs to go to the main gate. Now, we need to get that child back to her parents. I'll assign a task to track this. I'll select Marcell as the member, assign a task name, along with the task description, and we'll mark the priority as critical.
My manager has assigned me a task to track the incident. I'll go ahead and show that I'm currently working on it and give an update in the notes, just to let her know exactly what I'm doing.
I want to try and let the parents know as well, so I'm going to find another responder near the child's seat to deliver the message. It looks like Josh is the closest responder, so I'm going to send him a chat informing him that a lost child is being escorted back to her seat, and I want him to ensure that her parents are there.
Now that I've gotten near the girl's seat, I can see a security guard waiting with her parents, so I can complete my task now. Looks like something else has just come up. Since I'm already moving, I'll head there next.
It looks like something is happening in the parking garage. We're going to need a task and report on that fight to track any medical incidents that occur. I'm going to create a new task and assign it to Marcell. I assigned the task location to the parking garage. Since he's on the medical team, I want to put a required report so he can briefly and concisely document any medical incidents that occurred during that fight. I'll assign a priority level so he knows to complete this task before anything else.
Looks like I've been assigned to deal with any medical issues caused by the fight. Luckily, I was close by when I got the message. I've lost connection since going underground, but that shouldn't affect my actions. Now that I'm here, it looks like the fight is already over. One of the fighters has a broken nose, but I'll submit my report before escorting him to the medical tent. Since I was disconnected, this won't be sent until I have a connection again. Looks good. Now that I have a connection again, I can also refer him to the nearest hospital. Hopefully that's the last one I have to fill out for the day.
So as our managers and responders wrap up the day, it's time for me to step in as the lead tech for this mission. I watch them respond to incidents, fulfill tasks, and communicate with each other as they worked, which means that there's a wealth of data for me to work with. And since I'm the lead tech for this mission, my responsibility is to provide the team with support before, during, and after missions. One of my tasks for this mission is to check the feature layers to ensure a complete set of data. One of the responders reported a Reconnect sync after an incident in the garage and has asked me to make sure that the report was sent correctly now that the mission is over. When a mission is created, resources are created in the background that serve as a system of record. I need to check these resources, specifically the hosted feature layer for medical incident reports, to make sure that any data that was sent while the responder was offline made it into our system. Here it looks like the responder successfully sent the report while disconnected, so I'll let them know later. It's also my job to prepare missions that might need routine automation. For the playoff series, we'll need a series of missions for each game over the next several days. These missions will require the same responders, managers, and teams. Making missions like this is a breeze if I use Notebook Server. I have a Python script written up inside this notebook. This notebook is designed to create missions that are identical to each other. This particular notebook is scheduled to run routinely using notebook tasks. This task will run this script before 5 a.m. for the next several days. I can check that these tasks have been executed properly by navigating to the mission manager. And here we can see all of our missions have been created successfully for the next several days. Doing this allows our team to focus more on the task of carrying out a mission and less on the process of creating them.
Hi, my name is Megha Kakaraparti, and I'm a product engineer working on ArcGIS Mission Manager. Today, I'm going to take you through some of the updates that are available at our recent release of Mission Manager, along with a deeper dive into the demo you just saw today. With our most recent release, ArcGIS Mission Manager improves mission analysts' ability to further events for situational awareness and showcase analytics. This allows users that are not in the field to provide a more comprehensive analysis in their role. At the ArcGIS Mission 2021 Q2 release, we enhanced the capability of reports by introducing the ability to create custom reports with different fields that apply to your mission's purpose. Once reports are submitted, they are displayed in a feed and made available on the mission map. Mission Manager users also have access to new analytical tools to conduct real-time analysis for actionable intelligence through instant geomessage communications with the Find Nearest tool and the Buffer tool. Mission Manager now also supports web tier authentication. This allows users to log into a secure configured portal including IWA, PKI, and SAML environments. There is also an improved support for last known location and tracking for responder users in the Manager app. So now that we've gone over the latest updates, let's dive deeper into some of the key features you saw in the demo today. To recap, we finished planning the mission before it started by creating a report and a dashboard. We had 3 scenarios where we used multiple tools to track our VIP team, as well as help a lost child and monitor a fight in the parking garage. During the planning process, we created a custom report to help the medical team. A report allows a mission member to gather and submit information relevant to the mission in a predetermined and optimized format. We had an option of choosing from a wide variety of fields, which included a single line, a multi-line, and a date and time field. These fields allowed the responder to input a title and a description of the incident, along with when the incident occurred. Other fields I had the option to choose from were a number field, a single choice field, and a drop-down list. I can also add an option to upload any attachments. I have the ability to change the report icon to fit the needs of my mission to include a color or shape. Before I publish my report, I have the option of sharing it with my organization so it can be leveraged as a template to use in different missions. A report item and hosted feature layer is created on your portal each time a custom report is made. The medical team was also able to use this report to document any incidents that occurred on their watch. So along with report creation, a dashboard was also created. This helped us gain a comprehensive view of our ongoing mission. I was able to view multiple mission elements on my screen at once. The dashboard displayed the total number of reports, chats, tracks, and tasks between mission analysts and the responders in the field in near real time. The dashboard was automatically created, but I also have the ability to extend it to add other elements or in a layout that I prefer. Making a dashboard isn't a required element of a mission, but it offers an engaging view of mission data that helps provide insight for decision making. This is especially useful since the MLB playoffs take place over multiple days. I can use the data from this mission to plan better for future games. In the first scenario of the mission, we leveraged the Lock-On Member tool to track the responder team with the VIP. This tool allowed me to automatically keep track of the VIP team's movements while looking at the rest of the mission analyst view. The pin displayed the last known location of the team and gave me near real-time updates about their current location. The responder tracks are stored in the system of record, and this allows me to gain an understanding of not only where they last were, but also where they've been for historical reference. The last known location layer contains a single record for each user's recently reported location. Track information also includes data about the track point, including whose track it is, the activity type of the mobile user, battery information about their device, their course and altitude, along with a location timestamp. In the second scenario of the mission, we had a lost child in the ballpark. The Find Nearest proximity tool made it easy to locate the closest responder to get the child back from her parents through a defined point of interest. We have another proximity tool called the Buffer tool that we didn't use, but it's worth mentioning. The Buffer tool lets you create ranges from center points and define distances to aid in actionable intelligence. So now, let's take a step back to the scenario. We also created a task to keep track of returning the child to her parents. Creating the task allowed me to communicate with my responder in the field while he was completing his specific actions. We used the Find Nearest tool again to ensure a message was relayed to the child's parents. A task can be updated, so I was able to view the status and progress of the task in the tasks feed while it was being worked on by the field responder. In the third scenario, we had a fight break out in the garage. We created another task to keep track of this. Remember that medical incident report we created during our planning process? I added the medical incident report as a requirement, so it was a quick way to document any medical issues that occurred during that fight. And since that fight happened suddenly, I assigned a priority level, so my responder knew to complete that first. I also had the option of assigning a due date and a due time, but since the task was immediate, it wasn't necessary. Overall, this demo highlighted just a few of the new features that we are really excited about, and we hope you are too. Now, I'll pass it to Marcell, where he will talk about updates for Mission Responder. Over to you, Marcell.
How's it going? My name is Marcell Haynes, and I'm a product engineer working for the ArcGIS Mission Responder team. Today, I will be talking to you about some of the new features that were included in the latest release of Responder, along with a deeper dive into the demo that you saw earlier. With the release of Responder at ArcGIS Enterprise 2021, Quarter 2, 10.9, we are excited to add a lot more features to the app. Before talking about the features that were seen in the demo, I want to talk about some of the other features that were added. One change was upgrading our ArcGIS Runtime SDK to 100.9. This allows for increased performance and more uniformity between platforms. We also wanted to make sure that those requiring more secure networks were supported. To expand on this, we can now support IWA, SAML, and PKI protected systems for both platforms. Now we can talk about what features we used in the demo and take a better look at each. The new features that we have introduced are designed to increase coordination, situational awareness, and overall user experience. The demo took us through different scenarios like the VIP en route, which forced the team to change plans because of a car accident, but showed how being able to send reports with attachments can give insight on the issue. Having someone from the medical team report a lost child and using tasks to make sure there was someone dedicated to returning the child to her parents. Using a fight in the parking garage to show how users in the field are still able to use the app and continue their workflow even in situations where they can't connect to the internet. Lastly is the ability to use map pop-ups from features on the map to help make decisions, like making sure the injured person found the nearest hospital. This demo highlighted all of our continued efforts to make Responder an app that covers the needs of those in the field while conducting missions. Now let's talk more about each scenario and how the added features made this mission easier to complete. In the demo, we saw the VIP team get redirected because of a car accident. Even though a chat was sent to the manager, as an update, the use of customized reports gives a more detailed look into what happened and where. With the ability to use customized reports in Responder, sending the correct information in a timely manner is now easier for users during the mission. All customized reports, whether they are made before or during the mission, are listed in the Reports tab. Once the Reports tab is open, you can see each type of report and the associated symbology. As seen in the demo, the use of customized reports shortens the response time of users by giving them mission-specific forms that focus only on necessary information. Reports are very important when it comes to situational awareness to the mission as a whole. This is because any report that is submitted can be seen by anybody that is a part of this mission. Going back to the car accident scenario, now any responders that have to travel in that direction know that they have to go around because of a car accident and can plan accordingly. Tasks are vital when it comes to coordinating efforts between different people during a mission. From a responder standpoint, task gives the user a location, details, and how important each task is for the success of the mission. Tasks are displayed in the task list and task detail screens and are only visible to the responder they are assigned to. Within the task detail screen, you can see priority level, location, details, and description of the task. Users can then change the task status, write notes, or attach photos. Tasks can also require that a report be submitted as part of completing the task. Once a task is complete, it disappears from the task list. As for the lost child scenario, it was critical that the medical personnel get the child to their parents ASAP, and that the task will switch to in progress so that the manager knew the child was being escorted to her seats. Map pop-ups give responders an added dimension when interacting with the map. Being able to view the details of features on the map allows users to be more informed when making real-time decisions. To view map pop-ups, the user can simply tap on the feature they wish to view details about. After tapping on a feature, a pop-up will appear showing details about the layer. For a situation where multiple features are layered in one area, the pop-up will instead show multiple features that can be clicked on. The user can then choose which feature they wish to see, and the details of that feature will appear. Before talking about the disconnect and reconnect sync, I want to clarify what is meant when we say disconnected environment. ArcGIS Mission Responder can operate in one of four connected statuses, which dictate what tools and features they have access to. Those statuses are Connected Active, which indicates that a user is connected to the server and broadcasting their location. Connected Inactive, which indicates that a user has made a connection to the server but is not yet broadcasting their location. Connected Peer-to-Peer, which indicates that a user is no longer connected to the mission server but is still broadcasting their location to other mission members. And Disconnected, which indicates that a user is not connected to the server or any peer-to-peer network. When we say that peer-to-peer allows responders to operate in a disconnected environment, this means that responders can still maintain contact and communication with each other even when they have no access to the mission server. As of the 10.9 release, ArcGIS Mission Responder supports disconnected workflows and Reconnect sync. The disconnected workflow was added because we understand there are situations where a user might lose connection to the server, yet they still have to continue working. While disconnected, users are still able to complete reports, update tasks, and send chat messages. All these actions will be saved locally on the device until the device is back in a connected state. One important detail that I would like to mention that was not in the previous demo are the two messages that appear after a device has reconnected to the server. The first pop-up informs the user that the app has reconnected to the server and the data that was saved locally is now being synced. The second pop-up gives a visual update and confirmation on what data was sent back to the server since the disconnect. After dismissing the message, any new updates can be seen by looking at the unread indicators in the bottom navigation bar. In the demo, the medical personnel was still able to complete the task even without connection due to the disconnect workflow and reconnect sync. And now I'll hand it over to Shane.
Hello, and let me reintroduce myself as Shane Hefner and as the lead product engineer for Mission Server as we get into this What is New for Mission Server at ArcGIS Enterprise 2021 Quarter 2 10.9 and an overview of Mission Server's demonstration. ArcGIS Mission Server updates at ArcGIS Enterprise 2021 Quarter 2 10.9 include custom reports, an Apache proxy configuration file generator, system property validation, and various performance enhancements. Mission Server in this release emphasizes the use of public APIs for automating, bulk processing, and scripting the creation and management of mission items and related resources. This helps organizations bring an abundance of efficiency to your mission workflows. We also provide new REST endpoints which allow the creation of custom reports and report templates, giving your missions further purpose and customization. Not only can our client applications Mission Manager and Mission Responder leverage this new feature for reports, as you've seen, but this new feature comes with support for third-party developers through documentation and access to this API through the ArcGIS API for Python. We provide the ability to produce an Apache proxy configuration file through the admin API. This feature allows your system administrators to seamlessly integrate your mission server with your Apache proxy. Administrative enhancements also include system property validation and improved localized logging and error reporting, providing robust control and oversight in your day-to-day operations. We also include various performance enhancements at this release to our WebSocket system to make data flow through the mission ecosystem much more efficiently and at a higher rate. The Mission Server section of the demonstration emphasized Mission Server's method of facilitating writing content to the system of record and its programmatic access. This system of record retains information flowing through Mission Server such as tracks, chats, reports, tasks, and logs for potential safekeeping or auditing. And as a reminder, the purpose of Mission Server is to facilitate near real-time communication, doing so with rapid efficiency. Tracks, chats, reports, tasks, and logs are stored in the form of various feature layers and tables within your organization. This data can be shared to your users for use in ArcGIS Mission, as you saw in the demos, or can be leveraged in other applications within the ArcGIS system. All of these data types flowing through Mission are formed in such a way that it may be analyzed according to typical GIS analysis workflows. This creates a wealth of geographic information for GIS professionals and your organization to help identify spatial and temporal patterns within your data. This leaves the door wide open not only for analysis, but for pre- and post-mission products. The wealth of information captured by Mission Server can, for example, help tell the story of each mission through creative use of story maps, and these story maps could serve as after-action reports, and much, much more. In the demonstration, we also leveraged Mission Server's programmatic access through the ArcGIS API for Python and ArcGIS Notebooks to create missions automatically. ArcGIS Notebooks provide the environment to execute our Python scripts. For those who are unfamiliar with ArcGIS Notebooks provides a versatile web-based interface for powerful geospatial data analysis. With Notebooks, you can perform analysis, automate workflows, and immediately visualize data and analysis results in a geographic context. When we choose to use ArcGIS Notebooks, we also gain access to the ArcGIS API for Python. The ArcGIS API for Python is a powerful Python library for mapping, spatial analysis, data science, geospatial AI, and automation. What made our automation possible was the use of the Mission module inside the ArcGIS API for Python. This module provides the means to leverage Mission Server's programmatic access to create our missions. With the combination of the Mission module and the ArcGIS Notebooks tasks, we were able to achieve full automation for our MLB series over the next several days. Automating your missions and their creation brings an abundance of efficiency to your mission workflows, affording you more time in the planning phases of your missions. In addition, the Mission module within the ArcGIS API for Python is not limited to just creating missions. It can also provide the means to create those custom reports as well as carry out various administrative tasks. In future releases of Mission Server, we will continue to expand and enhance our programmatic access and automation-based workflows, bringing even further efficiency to your organization.